Hello everybody, welcome back to the Fata Morgana playthrough. Now this is going to be really quite unusual because ironically, this part here, the characters that are on screen at the moment, it looks as if we are very early in the visual novel, but we have just seen the time where Nelly goes total psycho mode on Mell. And it just feels really weird because it's as if we're totally taken back into the past and as if nothing has ever happened, which is really, really odd, and I do wonder what's going to change. I kind of get the impression we're going to see Nelly's feelings and why she has actually loved Mell for all this time. My god, there were so many brutal twists last time that were done very well, and I will never forget the thrill of her just, Nelly just looking at the painting and scratching away everything and finding the hidden message, and then using that as a means of totally realising that, I don't know, firstly, her life is a lie, of course, but secondly, that, that everything is different. And it's going to be really interesting to see how this develops. That is, if it's going to develop today. I don't know if this is just going to be a flashback of the past we're going to see today. I hope we're going to see more developments in the present, but I don't know. Just one thing I've got to check. I knew it. Also, is it me, or this sounds a little bit different to the light-hearted version of this theme we saw before? Anyway, let's just read this firstly. Yeah, my god, it was such a ridiculously unpleasant scene, and if anything, like Mell was saying, Nelly felt as if she was out of her mind. She really, really did. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. I mean, there is a thing called love, and then there is a thing called both people having love. You could have feelings for somebody, but if the other person doesn't have them, then, I mean, sure, you do still feel the love, and it must be really, really difficult to hold it back, but because of the fact that the other person doesn't feel it, you need to hold it back. You can't also qualify for love. That's ridiculous. Yeah, you can if the world revolved around you, but sadly it doesn't. Exactly, totally, yeah. Yeah, I see why she acts really spoilt now, because she's always told how beautiful she is, she's always smothered in praise, but she doesn't want that. And obviously, people are not perfect. And she doesn't like it, so as a result of that, she wants to make them pay for the praise that they're doing. They're praising her so much, so they've got to pay for it. And that's why she's acting like a spoiled child, making their work as hard as possible. I mean, look at the time when she was just doing all of that crap to the maids and redecorating her room just so that she could have a chance to talk to the white-haired girl. Yeah, God, and that's the worst thing. Yeah, Mell has been the only person that she's been able to fully connect with in that sense, rather than, well, people connecting just for the sake of being with each other rather than reputation. Don't know any other butterfly effects you can think of that will benefit somebody. Yeah, that's awful. Yeah, and she appreciates it too much. Yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah. This would be so funny if you took it out of context, because obviously it doesn't really imply that Mell didn't know this person was siblings. He was siblings with this person. Anyway, I mean, my god, If I'm going to be honest, I disagree. I think originally she would have had the restraint. I think it's because of the stress of the arranged marriage and all of the insecurities that she is feeling as a result of that she's been able to feel like she has here. I don't think she would have been able to feel like that if it wasn't for that. Yeah, fair enough. Isn't it ironic? Your eyes will go bad if you're reading, and this guy's reading a book. God, look at me, reading visual novels on a screen. To be fair, my screen is very low brightness. Very, very low, but still. Yeah. Oh, so are we going to see past events with the... and we as the reader are going to be forced to reinterpret them? Is that what they're trying to do? Yeah. When Mell says clear as day, I totally agree because he knows everything. He knows all the sides. It's not as if there's anything hidden. Oh my god, look at that blood. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that is fair enough. Only 3 items. Let's say you get a pretty doll, you get a pair of shoes, and you get a dress. That's 3 different items. I suppose if you count each shoe as a separate item, then it's 4. But yeah, 3 items, and yet that's too much. But that's obviously because of sparkling gems. And let's be honest, these guys are rich. They're not gonna stand for buying something poor, buying something low budget for their daughter, would they? No way. Let's be honest here. Yeah, exactly, yeah. And isn't that interesting? Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, it's always been very, very one-sided. Always. Yeah, give you all of these riches may be given, but there's one thing that, unfortunately, he's invaluable. Isn't it interesting that the blood is just increasing and the damage, if anything? It's kind of interesting in a way because I think it shows just the more we get into this, the more wounded and messed up and abnormal everything is. But I think that kind of makes sense considering that, well, this is kind of like Mell's heart in a way. Sorry, Nellie's heart in a way. It's just this feeling that she has that obviously Mell can never realise is something that really, really darkens her heart. And I mean, look at what she has done. She would never ever do something like that if it wasn't for love. Yeah. Mell doesn't see it at all. Yeah, like a real lover would. Oh my god, what was that? Jesus Christ. That seemed like the murderous image that we are seeing a lot of. Yeah, it was exactly that. Isn't that interesting? It just properly shows the darkness inside her, which is all caused by love. Oh my god, it's very interestingly done. Yeah. Oh my god. What are we going to see? Isn't it interesting, just her totally craving the affection that lovers would give each other? Yeah, and the thing is, Mell isn't even doing it because he has feelings for her. He's just doing it because he's kind. And of course, nobody is saying no as well. Oh my god. Oh god, what's this? But it would have been Mell, surely? Oh, I get it. Is it Nelly? Is it that she really... Is it that it's all self-motivated and she's selfish? Oh my god. Why is it so dark? Where are we? Oh, so we're at the streets at night. Oh god, so he's totally run. Honestly, good for him. It's not nice learning your sister's a psychopath. See, this is the really handy thing about recording visual novels. You can do this. I just want to look at the background changes, what they're changed into. Here we are. Oh my god! That's such a good CG! It's a shame that it flashes for so little time. I wish it would flash for more time. Isn't that interesting? And it really portrays her as a demon. It really, really does. But let's be honest, she's lonely, she's craved attention, she's getting the attention, she's become addicted to said attention, and she just becomes more and more dependent on it. Where's the other background change? I swear there's another... Is it this? God, feels like we're playing... Oh shit. I forgot my desktop was zoomed in a bit. Oh well. Hopefully you could still see it. That art and that recolored version of the smile, it's really cool. Oh, it's amazing actually, because it just kind of really feels as if there is something inside her that, well, it's the darkness of her heart in a way, because obviously you have this feeling and you will do anything to protect it. You are so happy, and I get that she's being spoiled as a means of rebelling, but yeah, that's not true. You are spoiled for this love. You really, really are. Well, I mean, why does she care so much that he's finding somebody that's not her? This is exactly the characteristic of a spoiled child. And you deny that you're spoiled as well. Like, seriously. God. What a heavy beginning to the video. Well, to the session. Yeah, God, it is not safe at night as well. You've got to be careful. Especially considering that he's emotionally vulnerable as well. He's got to not get mugged. Or killed. He's a rich guy. Oh, of course. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no, I see it. This art is very nicely done. Looks unusual. It really does look almost mystical. Yeah. No, I totally agree, but he doesn't care. And this is the worst thing about his emotions. He's in so much pain that he just forgets about responsibility. He is risking his life, but he just doesn't care. Exactly. And you're in a city as well. It's not as if you're in a really rural part. Yeah. Yeah, he's just going aimlessly. He just doesn't even care where he's going. He just wants to escape. Yeah, fair enough. God, it's going to be cool seeing the church at night. Oh, is he there? Yeah, oh my god, Nellie's feelings as well. It's ridiculous. I mean, we could see in that beginning, in what we saw just now, he's never been able to recognise them whatsoever. Nellie's just been doing anything for this one-sided love. But that's the thing, she would never tell Mell. And I do wonder why that is. Well, it's because there could be the possibility of him not accepting it, that's why. Oh, that's interesting that Mell believes that she is lying. The truth is unfortunately what Nellie is saying. Is anybody going to be there? Yeah. Was the priest even there? Yeah, fair enough. But unfortunately, it's a question of why won't he see the truth? Well, I mean, I get that everything does connect, but have we actually had any confirmation that this is the case? This could just be a series of coincidences. We don't actually fully know if this is the truth. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know if that's going to happen. Who knows, maybe it will. But I think it's unlikely. He didn't know anything, no. And she didn't either. And he just wants to do everything he can to deny it. You're not at fault at all. No. Nellie is the only one at fault here. He has never done anything wrong, and neither has the white-haired girl. Oh my god, I know. It's, yeah, fair enough. Yep. I totally agree. But at the same time, I mean, I think that's a bit inaccurate, because going to the painting would mean talking to Nelly, which is something that he would never want to do now. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. You just want to accept the thing that may not be the truth. I.e., all of this being a lie. Interesting. He actually knows what this person looks like. Let's just hope nobody heard what you just said. Wouldn't look very good on your family. Yeah, but what I do see what he's saying. I mean, no offense to you if you're religious or anything, but I mean, in situations like these, what is all of this going to do? Well, if anything, it's just going to be a distraction from the issue that's actually in place. I mean, you can think of faith and... Well, you can think of these as means of guiding your life, but can they really answer its most important questions? What? Oh, fuck. Dude, that could be a criminal. Oh, fuck, he is. Oh my god. Oh, you have made a mistake. If I'm going to be honest, he's so consumed in his emotions that how would he be able to think of anything? He's just doing this for peace of mind, but as a result of trying to get the peace of mind and not being realistic, well, bad things might happen, let's just say that. Okay. It could either be somebody who's really desperate or worse. Is it... Oh, is it that guy? The one that he was always kind to? I hope it is. This could actually have been a very good scenario. Yeah. God. If I'm going to be honest, I mean, I get that he's being brutal and very unkind, but it serves him right for trying to beg when he's really, really distressed. But at the same time, I'm sorry, but it's life or death for these people. They have to try. What are you talking about? Oh, right, so he's like this and then it goes upwards. Oh. Okay, a bit of a misunderstanding. Oh my god, I wonder what she's going to look. God. And she's probably heard everything. At least she knows how he's feeling. Even though it might be a bit embarrassing. This is a time where they need each other the most, seriously. It is. Yeah, it's hard to tell. He didn't, and that's the worst thing. He's the beggar now. Yeah. It is her. Yeah. It's just because she feels so much disgrace at how she looks. She can't even show her face. It's the darkness they're in, so it's not going to be too visible, but still, I don't blame her. I don't blame her whatsoever. Nelly deserves all the sanctions possible for what she has done, because it's disgusting. I mean, she's probably cut all of her hair off forcibly, and that was probably what the knife sound was that we saw. And then she's disrespectfully put that on her own head somehow. It's just fucking insane. I mean, Jesus Christ. I'd never have Nelly as my barber. Barber, sorry, I meant hairdresser. Like, if a woman ever cut my hair for some weird reason. It is interesting because he's so much of a high status that this could be the same beggar as always. Sorry, this could be all the beggars could have just been the same person. He doesn't really pay much attention to who the beggar was. But at the same time, this beggar here, it could have always been the white-haired girl. It could have been really fatalistic. Just as if the person you have been kind to then comes to that very mansion you live in, and then you fall in love with her, ironically. Yeah, that too, yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, it is, yeah. It is. Yeah, Nelly should be the one apologising. These people have both been victimised as a result of her. Yeah, he just couldn't control himself. In an ideal world, yes. In the real world, she's gonna become, if you ask me, a murderer. Seriously, I think there is every ounce of potential for her to become a murderer. Look, I'm being serious. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, at you. Good. Good. Yeah, I wonder this as well. No, she won't. She will say, I don't know. Bet you anything. Actually, maybe she won't, but still, I don't think his peace of mind is going to come. Genuinely. She doesn't know either. It could be total lies. It is for the best, true. But it's also something that needs to be known. For Mel's peace of mind. You're being too idealistic. He has a problem and he doesn't want to come to... I don't blame him, the problem's really, really deadly, but he doesn't want to come to a realistic standpoint about what this problem truly is. Because it's too painful. Yeah. Why would she want to be in the same household as that monster? Yeah. No. Oh no! Oh, okay. He didn't. Okay. You can, yeah. Oh god. Yeah, that's awful. The hideous witch is Nelly here, let's be honest. Not you. It's just sad she's done nothing wrong, and yet who's bearing all of the things that the person who has done something wrong should bear? Her. It's just something any normal human being would do, surely? Yeah, totally. Yeah. Yeah, you really do wonder. Yeah, he does. And that is why he is making all of these assumptions. He's making all the assumptions that everything is going to return back to normal and everything's going to be alright, but is it really? If anything, isn't it funny that Mell's saying that everything's going to return? Nelly is going to be out of their life soon. Everything's going to return to normal. No, it's just insane. It's just idealistic. And all that is happening is he's just trying to put off thinking about anything that will really, in the true world, happen. Let's be honest here. He's begging. He really is. Yeah, fair. It didn't. That is very, very true. Oh, fuck, that's so brutal. Nelly is gonna get a piece of his fucking mind soon, I bet you anything. And unfortunately, he is going to realise it's just so painful. This love is something that could have so happened if it wasn't for Nelly existing. But as a result of Nelly, everything has gone to shambles. Seriously. Yeah, I totally agree. This is the worst thing. He constantly tries to seek blame in himself, but... Well, no. No, just constantly tries to convince himself that he is not wrong, and he has not. He's just finding it so uncertain. Why is something so bad happening to him, even though he has done nothing wrong? But that's the thing. Nelly is the person who is in the wrong. He hasn't done anything at all. And yet he's made to feel as if he is the person who has done the bad. And that's the most sick thing about all of this, because he is not the person who is in the wrong. He isn't. And it's just sad that he's experiencing this. Just because of Nelly's immaturity. His life is being ruined because of it. The fuck? Oh, well, that was not what I was expecting. So is this the next day, or what? Isn't it interesting? She's a little bit dodgy. She's a little bit scary, but oh, she is also the person that you talk to. The dependable person. She's not going to tell her secret, let's be honest here. This is such a nice CG. I wonder where this is. It looks like almost as if she's followed him. Yeah. Your error was doing something that you felt was good. It's just insane. But I totally agree. And that's the worst thing. Yeah, that is fair. I mean, I can kind of see that in a way, because his generosity is what caused Nelly to like him so much in the first place. So had he not had said generosity, that wouldn't have happened, and they wouldn't have got so close. As a result of that, this wouldn't have been so complicated, and things would have been a bit normal. It's all because of his kindness that things have fallen downhill, and it just feels so weird that you can genuinely say that, but you can. Yeah. I mean, what should you have done? It just feels ridiculous. What, not be kind to your sister? And not make her happy? And not care about her? It's ridiculous. But at the same time, that would have avoided all of this, to be fair. And this is the worst thing. He is not at fault. He couldn't have done anything. And I don't blame him. I really don't. It's just such an impossible situation, because you don't want to blame your sister in a way, because you've loved each other. And then she's just gone mad, and she's had such a change. And you're experiencing the worst. You've done nothing wrong, and yet you're experiencing this. Everyone was, yeah. Well, Nelly wasn't, let's be honest, and it's all one person who makes everything go bad. Used to. Yeah, totally. He didn't. I don't disagree with this. He was just being kind. It's all the other people. It's Nelly who is at fault. But at the same time, Nelly's not really been brought up well. Constantly being able to boss people around, obviously, when she can't do that, and when things can't go her way, she gets... Well, this happens, so it's not entirely her fault either. It's more the fault of her upbringing. If Nelly was brought up better, then this wouldn't have happened. Yeah, but you have to be somebody who is well, with the view of reality. Yeah, fair enough. Because if you don't, then you're just going to lead to your own decline. Yeah, fair. Yeah, totally, yeah. This is a really, really pivotal point of his life, because no matter what he does, if he messes up now, he will mess up big time. He will be on the road to ruin, like this Maid is saying. True. Actually, no. I don't know. I think it would have been actually, everybody would, yeah. Nothing can last forever, unfortunately. God, and isn't it funny that Nelly isn't the one that's being told this? But after all, I mean, everybody wants to live happily in their life, of course they do. That's just kind of what this guy is feeling, really. He's just feeling a basic desire to live happy. Happily, even. That's all he is doing. Rather than, yeah, the happiness will end and it won't be the one that is anticipated. I see that. Yeah, it's just because the happy days have ended. All of the ideal days that his kindness has worked so hard to achieve, they've ended all of a sudden, really, really cruelly, in the most awful way possible. But what at the same time, now he can't cope, just because he hasn't got the ability to cope and deal with the situation. Yeah, and I mean, it's only natural. I mean, this person is so kind to others, so he deserves it, you would have thought, but yeah, you got anything but. Yeah, what should I have done? Well, you can't do anything now. I think the best thing for him now is to fully deal with this situation as good as he possibly can. Because if he doesn't, then, like the Maid said, he is in a very important time. He's on the road to ruin. Fair. And same for the Maid. So she's gone, and what's going to happen with Mell now? Looks like he's going back. Or is this our own time? Oh, we've got an achievement. Okay. Okay, so we just got a achievement called Rose Manor and finished chapter 1. So it looks like chapter 1 is over now, which I'm quite surprised about. That was honestly a lot shorter than I had thought. Oh my god, so now we're going to be getting a little bit of a taste of reality, and we're going to see just how everything has changed. Because if you ask me, everything has ended on the worst possible scenario. I mean, we have seen complete emotional degradation of Nelly, and we have also seen Mell and him at probably the most pivotal point ever, because his relationship is gone, he is on the path to ruin, his sister's a complete mental maniac now. I mean, how the fuck is he going to do this? Yeah. Let's just reread and then we'll continue. He didn't do anything wrong though, and that is the worst thing. Yeah, pretending like nothing happened, that would be the kind option, but obviously that would also be ignoring reality, which you can try to do, but you're always going to be, well, your subconscious is always going to hate it for you. Hate you for it. It's never going to work out. Yeah, so I suppose running kind of refers to this as well. Oh my god, this chair's really hurting my back today, fuck's sake. It's just my chair. It's so fucking uncomfortable. But if you don't notice it's uncomfortable, it's comfortable. In a weird way. But the only reason I have this chair is because it doesn't creak whenever I move. And I move a lot, so yeah. I only use this for reading. I know, I'm weird. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose if you make the wrong choice when trying to run away from the pain, then... and the situation around you, what is going to go on? Yeah. Yeah, but it's such a cruel way of saying, accept reality. Your childhood must come to an end at some day. I totally agree. Yeah. Oh my god, what an unusual part where everything goes as wrong as possible. God, so I really do want... well, no, the white-haired girl, because she doesn't feel like... oh, I never realised this was a thing. Because she doesn't feel like... yeah. Now we're just going to see the proper contrast. We have seen all of the things that have set the scene. It's going to be so interesting to see how everything declines. And the entire family as well. It's not as if somebody's dead. No, it's like the entire family is dead. And I think Nelly is the only person who would have potential to do it. Seriously. I don't think the maid has done anything, but I think she's definitely got some things that she... well, there's definitely more to her. Right. Yeah, fair enough. Exactly, yeah. God, who is the master in this story? Seriously. Why is the maid still alive? Hang on a second. By the way, can I just point to an achievement real quick? Yeah, I think this is quite valid. Yeah, you will be able to see it. Yeah, look at that white rose. Kind of like one that represents purity, innocence, childishness. Childishness. Adolescence, I suppose, in this case. Naivety, blah blah blah, all of those words. It fits with the context. It's interesting that she is talking with these people really as if she doesn't have any connection to them. I mean, why is this funny? It's probably something, I mean, as you can see from the state of the mansion at the moment, it's clearly something really quite bad. And yet at the same time, she is talking so happily about it. It's weird. Yeah. This tea room looks so creepy. It's amazing though. Yeah. Yeah, Yeah, I think so, because I think if this person was blonde, it would have been okay for the father, it would have been okay for the kid to be in the family. And I think that wouldn't have been the case if the father didn't know. Or maybe he had sex with her recently, so that's why it would make sense and it would be okay. I don't know. Oh, no, that's ridiculous. Hang on, am I... people physically change when they're having a baby? Of course. Unless he's really, really distant and hasn't actually seen the mother for the entirety of the time she was pregnant. I don't know though. Yeah, it could be that. But yeah, he probably did know. I think it's very likely he knew about the fact that she was born initially, and I mean, the mother just accepted her by instinct, and the father probably thought that it was too cruel not to let the person stay. Yeah, because obviously if he did that, there'd be a question of why. Yeah, very unknown. Yeah. Oh my god, there's the fireplace. Fair. What outside of that, maybe? Oh, that's interesting. I really do wonder if we were potential lovers with this person. It's hard to tell. Oh, wow. Weird. That's... Oh my god, is it us as well? That's so weird. Holy shit, look at how bloodstained this is. Oh my god, where are we going? I bet you we're going to see a corpse. Anything. Bet you anything. It just feels like something that would come up in something as ridiculous as this. Isn't it interesting that it's not fully known? These people have died and their story has totally been lost with their death. In a way. Yeah, you don't want to hurt her. Could be reputation as well. Because let's be honest, if this person is kicked out and he is denied her going into the house, then somebody's going to investigate it. Somebody's going to be curious. Yeah. I think it's a mixture of both. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. It's as if their parents may have, sure, but it's meaninglessness. It has a sense of meaninglessness. It's all been forgotten. All of, it is quite creepy to think they probably lived such a prosperous and eventful life, and now it's all forgotten as if it never even happened. Isn't it interesting? This. As if, judging by the fact that she is not in the mirror, she is a ghost and she doesn't have any of, I don't know, like the human bodily functions that regulate heat through the body. There's no heat whatsoever, as if she is a total ghost. It is very unusual. She's so talkative about everything apart from herself. I can see why people would think she's a witch. After all, why is she the only person who has survived? Or has she survived? That's a good question. Yeah, and she totally knows. Oh my god, that's so weird. And we don't have a reflection either. But then again, the really weird thing is, there's definitely something more to this, because maybe that crucifixion at the beginning of the story, that's gonna be what happens in the final door. And maybe it's as if this is after death, and we are revisiting her after death. But I just don't really understand what the concept of the supernatural in this story is, because it's always been something that's been small. You remember that rose scene, for example? God. It's both. That's really odd. I wonder how he's going to discover himself again. Oh God. What? Rats, maybe? Decomposers? And corpses? Oh God. Yeah, of course she did. Jesus Christ. Do you have a sense of danger or what? Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Mell or Nelly? I don't think they'd show us somebody unknown, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be the white hair girl, but I don't know. I have no information to back up my choice. It's just instinct. Yeah. You actually know what blood smells like as well. Oh my God, here we go. Oh fuck. Shit, we're going to be shown it. What is it? Oh, you bastard! I thought we were going to be shown a CG! I was so prepared for a second. 17-0. Right. So is it going to be loads of... Oh, okay. Jesus fucking Christ, what am I listening to? So everything in the 16th century, sorry, the 17th century led to ruination in the 18th century. Now, is the Maid going to be in this? I wonder. I think she is. I don't know. I just get that feeling. Isn't that interesting? Jesus Christ. Yeah, you can tell something bad has happened. I'm actually surprised it's not more time. This is terrifying ambient music. Yeah, fair enough. God, so we've gone down and we've seen a corpse in the cellar. I mean, obviously, but the only thing is I just find it odd to think about the fact that that cellar still smells of blood. I mean, surely it would have been different considering that a lot of time has passed. I mean, if this corpse is relevant to something that has gone on in the 18th century or maybe in like the mid 17th, then why would it still smell of blood? Unless that has been recently made. I don't know, it's weird. I don't understand it. But there's got to be significance because, like, well, the rose garden was significant there in the first door, so this should be significant too. Whose time? Is this the maid's time? God, this music is so scary. You notice something out of the ordinary. Interesting. What am I looking at? This is so weird. I don't know what to make of this, to be honest. It's really quite ambiguous. I don't know what this is. It looks like... If you read Umineko, it reminds me of Beatrice's funeral. If anything, her coffin. Weird. What odd colours. So we are somebody who has existed in the 16th century? Sorry, 17th. What? Okay. Yeah, totally. What? What the fuck did I just listen to? Are you telling me it's some sort of supernatural force? I mean, it wouldn't be surprising. I mean, you are the same age, you look the same, nothing has changed, even though it has been over 100 years. Is there going to be any explanation as to what the fuck that is? What the fuck the reason for that is? Not a man. In the cellar, not a man. What? What the fuck am I looking at? Dude, that meat is probably around 100 years old. If there is meat there, that is. Jesus Christ, you can just tell the fear in this music. It kind of sounds like, firstly, anticipation and excitement and just not being able to control your emotions just because you're so curious about what could possibly be here in the unknown. But also terror. Terror, terror, terror. Total terror. Whoever this is, they are a psychopath, let's be honest here. That is, if they are even human. I don't know if they are human. Dude, that beat is... What the fuck? Yeah. God, what a disgusting image. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Whose body is it? And why are you not dead yet? If somebody who is alive has seen someone like this, you would have thought they'd be the first target? Or she never was there. No, but she was there. She was in the 16th century story. And that is if that story was actually real. We are seeing all of these stories from the Maid's perspective. Where do we have any proof that any of this actually happened? I don't know, and it's just something I can't help but question when we realise how many inconsistencies there are. No, it's somebody's blood. Is it? And that meat is not the old meat. So I'm assuming what happened with the meat is everybody was killed, and then obviously they didn't have anything to do with the meat that was in the cellar, so it just went off. But no, this is fresh meat, I'm assuming. God, yeah, that's a scary point. Fair enough. Yeah, what the fuck was here? I don't think this weird thing speaks English. What is this? I don't think somebody who can't even have a human language have a concept of language is in want of money. I think it just wants... Oh, it's just like a predator. It will just mercilessly kill its prey. So I'm assuming he's probably feasting on a victim as well as... Obviously, the wine just tastes... But the wine's falling and it smells of wine because of him probably just being really quite animalistic and obviously not giving a damn about what's there. And I'm assuming that whoever this person is, they've tried to hide from the beast in the mansion, and that's why he's here. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. That's fair enough. It doesn't take much to fool people. You can easily go by as a human being if you chose to act more human. And you could make a life. You could really could. You really could. I just said you could really could. I'm doing good at English today. At least I'm not as bad as this guy. Also, this is the closest we have to voice acting in the entire VN. That's the funny thing. Yeah, fair enough. He didn't fear the mansion. If anything, it's kind of as if he resides and he has comfort in the mansion, because I mean, you wouldn't devour probably a corpse in a place you would fear and gorge on all of the resources that are in the cellar, surely. Yeah, fair enough. Agitate him, and who knows what the fuck is gonna go on. I wonder if this person is going to be human, or he's going to show some sort of ability to communicate. God damn. Interesting. I really like this picture. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Totally. God. Yeah, that is brutal. God. Yeah, that must be such a horrible sight. I love how colourful this is, especially the purple there. It just really looks so surreal, all of this. It really looks as if somebody has just painted it all. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, fair. I wonder. My God, look at how bloodstained everything looks. Jesus Christ, this is not normal whatsoever. God, everything just looks so dilapidated, and it really looks as if it has gone to ruin. I really hope we're going to get some sort of indication of what happened in the end of chapter 1. It just feels like the story had so much potential to develop, and yet we're not seeing the end of it. I just really hope we do. Interesting. Yeah, totally. How have you been able to live here? Have you been able to live here? There's just so many things that are so indicative of the fact that this person is not human. Seriously. I mean, look at the reflection in the mirror, for example, and look at the fact that her age hasn't changed even though she's been here for, like, over 100 years. Why does she have such ties to this house? Why does she care about it even existing? I mean, you're clearly a supernatural being, so why are you too busy serving people and weird beasts that look like they've come from the underworld? Instead, it's so weird. It's just totally rancid and disgusting. I mean, let's be honest, this guy was eating raw meat. God. Fair enough. God, look at all of this. This really, really blood red tint. I find that interesting. I do wonder what they were trying to communicate with that. Apart from making it feel like Sayanolta. I'm sorry, but I really, really get vibes that I would have got when playing that visual novel. But anyway, I think it's just to show blood. And the fact that death has happened here. And this mansion is now stained with blood, so we can never go away from seeing blood. Yeah, fair enough. So the mansion is in total disarray, and she's trying to bring this beast up to potentially be more human. Because that's just something people normally do. No, it's ridiculous. You can just so tell that she is not of this world. Yeah. I wonder if she began being a servant when the Rhodes family had begun being here. How old is this person? Well, that's the thing. I don't really think something like this has a concept of caring. Totally. God, so I really do wonder what's going to happen with this beast. Bestia. What a weird name is that? Why does this thing even have a name? Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no comment of how unusual that seems. You were a servant of this house. You are someone that I suppose is fully connected to the house. So if somebody tries to give you harm, you can just somehow not be harmed whatsoever. You are very, very evasive. Why were you not shown in the mirror and explain that rose scene? I bet you she wouldn't. Yeah, fair enough. I just don't really understand how he has a concept of a name. And how he can actually speak English as well. God, what is this? And I just find it really quite interesting to think about how wrong everything looks in the background, and obviously how decrepit and wrecked everything looks, and how dark everything looks as well. When are we going to see the light of day and what everything looks like in daylight? Yeah, fair enough. So it's as if she's lonely and she will do anything to find somebody else. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. And strength as well, I suppose. Grass. I just think it's really quite funny that Bestia probably understands like 1%, what, 0.5% of what the maid is actually saying. Well, that is fair, but at the same time I just really wonder why. Yeah, I do wonder if Bestia actually likes the company of said maid. And I just find it really interesting that the maid is doing what feels like a seemingly impossible task of being able to connect with this beast like a human being would. I just wonder what the origin of this beast was. I just love that we're seeing something that's so weird. We're not seeing any of the origin of it though, and we are just looking at the mystery. How weird. Yeah. Right, I was going to have a bit of a sleep, but... oh, I couldn't. Yeah, I wonder why. Well, I just kind of decided I wasn't tired enough for it. So, yeah. Oh my god, this is so weird though. It really, really is. And I just wonder what the true nature of Bestia is. What is this world? This mansion? I mean, I get that it's in the forest and obviously it's near the sea in a time of war. A time of destruction and lots of crows just using people's remains as food. Yeah, it's just everything feels ugly about this chapter. And it feels so twisted that a being as disgusting and terrifying as this. I mean, I get that the being is disgusting and terrifying, but it's still being treated with a level of kindness that would be moral to treat another creature with. And the maid isn't necessarily being harmed by him, so I suppose... I don't know, it is a bit of a tricky one. But the maid's not being harmed by him, so why should she have any reason not to? I suppose, maybe that's what she thinks. Yeah, it's as if it's inevitable. Or maybe Bestia can really understand English, it's just he can't speak it at all. Who knows? Jesus Christ. Yeah. Even the maid nearly passed out. That's how you know it's seriously heavy. Oh my god, is this one of the accessories that Nelly had, or what? Yeah, because I remember in that birthday that she had with the arranged marriage, Nelly being given an accessory by Mell, and obviously her opening it before she's meant to. Something that Mell probably shouldn't have done, because that's what a lover does for another. But that's the thing, he's too kind to realise. Too kind. Yeah, totally. That's really odd. But the only thing is, I swear Nelly was given a red rose rather than a white rose. Is there? Yeah, maybe that is just what evolution makes him do as a means of... Well, I mean, it's just a survival technique rather than something that kind of represents his true personality. Yeah, and it's just really quite surprising to think about the fact that that's actually true. And I just don't get why he has so many human concepts. Like, I mean, surely you would have thought that an animal that is eating a corpse and that is just violently scraping away everything down in the cellar would be something with no mercy, and it wouldn't recognise the significance in an ornament. Or maybe it's the fact that spending time with the maid is kind of making him gain characteristics that would be more like a human being. Because he clearly doesn't seem... I mean, I'm sorry, but this is a good indication that he is not what we would have thought. Interesting. Wait, hang on a second. So, the white rose turned into a red rose. Oh my god, that's so weird. I get this now. Yeah. So, I suppose... Oh my god, so I do wonder if you could think the white rose she desired was, I don't know, just like the childish desire to murder, but then it turned to a red rose, showing kind of like a representation of the change of her desires, as in she desires love now. I wonder if that's what's going on, and there is no indication of the maid having done that. Maybe that's just symbolism. What happened with the white-haired girl and the maid. And are we ever going to learn the name of the white-haired girl? I really do wonder. God, look at the garden. It's just so undecipherable. Oh, that's interesting. Jesus. And you know what I find so evil about all of this? The fact that it is only human to think of something like this. I mean, I did it myself. Yeah. And that is why he is with the maid. Because this is the one person that doesn't even discriminate. She did think that he was a disgusting creature, but she actually tried to understand the creature. She did the impossible. She really did. Why did she not die? Firstly, because it's supernatural, but also, if you ask me, because of the fact that this bestia person is more than just a ravenous, monstrous beast. Yeah, it's so unusual. Yeah, and if anything, they were picking some of the weeds before. God, and he's really, really improving. Good for him. And it really is as if she's brought this beast up. As if she's mothered him, in a way. It's amazing. Interesting that, yeah. true. Let's be honest, with a beast like this living in a mansion, of course, there is every single reason why something like that, why days would suddenly go wrong. Fair. That is actually very true. Yeah. No, I see that. I really do. And Bestia as an example, yeah. Oh God. So he's a beggar. Yeah, I do wonder. Yeah, I see that, yeah. Yeah. Isn't it interesting that her greatest interests are for the mansion? It's as if she is tied to the mansion. Who is this? Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Now we're gonna have tensions. Yep, because he is a beast. And unfortunately... Yeah. Yeah, properly making decisions for the sake of another person. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, totally. God, look at how much he's learnt. Yeah, and isn't it interesting? Yeah. So even though this merchant is scared about the fact that he's a beast, he realizes the kindness. Even though this person isn't exactly human, it's very unusual as to what his origins are, but still, the merchant is not judging him. Interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. Even though he doesn't look like human whatsoever, if his heart is like that of a human, of course he will appear to be one. It's just interesting how you can make that decision. Yeah, I totally see that. Yeah. Oh, so they... let me guess, he's learnt to cook as well. It's impressive. Oh, God. That's her. Yeah, fair enough. But the only thing is, I find it interesting that it seems like a really quite reasonably... It seems like a reasonably good relationship that all of these people are having. I'm just surprised that the maid has said that there is a potential end to the... Well, to the tranquil everyday that is going on at the moment. Yeah, exactly, yeah. It is, I agree. Oh, yeah, fair enough, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, fair enough. Fair. All under her guidance as well. Oh, God. Yep. Here's where the happiness ends. And that beast is right next to you. Yeah. Isn't that interesting? That's probably just the victimization, just totally letting the beast run wild. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. This is gonna be odd. God. Yeah, I kind of get the impression the best use. Facade is kind of going to. Oh, I get what he's saying. Yeah. My god, this is odd. Ost. Not at all. He doesn't even know that Bestia is the beast, and that's the worst thing. Oh my god, no. Jesus Christ. You can see why he values somebody who has been so nice. What the fuck? God. Yeah. No, not the case whatsoever. God, and look at his humanity go as he just resorts to animalistic tendencies. Properly talking like a beast. God. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Jesus. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all. Yep. God damn. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, isn't that interesting? God. Yeah. Jesus Christ. What the fuck am I reading? Yep. And now he's totally mutilated. Yeah. No, he yearned for peace. Well, I don't know. Hang on. Who the fuck are you? Oh my god, is that the merchant's sweetheart? I think it might be. Oh god. Right, well the plan is... Oh yeah, let's see. The visit... Oh god. Right, so the plan is get out of here so I don't spoil the music. I wonder if this hand is Bestia's hand. Or if maybe it's somebody else's hand, who knows. Imagine if we are Bestia. I think that'd be a bit ridiculous though, but anyway, We're going to analyse a lot. We're going to analyse everything we just read tomorrow. I just wanted to kind of get through it just to see what the fuck would go on. I was too curious. That was a very interesting small little story about Bestia. I liked it. It was really quite good. Now, here's what I'm scared about. I'm scared that we're not going to see anything more in Chapter 1. I just really hope we see how the mansion turned to shambles. I just really hope that we do actually see that, and I'm just a bit scared that we're not. Maybe that's the point. Maybe it's going to be down to our imagination what happened. But I don't want that. I want answers. I don't really want to imagine what happened. So I just really hope we're actually going to get an answer. I mean, I will create my own plot to kind of fill in the gaps of what we've been told and what we haven't. If I have to, I just don't really want to. I want to be told by the visual novel what's happened. Yeah, I just really hope that's going to happen. Anyway, that was a really unusual story about Bestia, and it was very, very interesting to learn about his character. And I am excited to see what happens, actually. It's going to be very unusual. My god. The Maid is so unusual. But I don't really understand this. Why is the white-haired girl relevant? And she still has her hair as well. But why is she relevant on the title of the visual novel, I wonder? That is assuming this is the white-haired girl. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was, but... well, who else could it be? But I just don't understand, though. I mean, we haven't seen her since Chapter 1. Or, no, at least she's... since Chapter 1, is she going to totally be forgotten about? Why is she so significant that she's on the title screen? That gives me a little bit of hope. The fact that she's actually on the title screen. I really, really hope that we're going to see more of Nellie, Mell and her story, because we need to. I just don't like... I mean, okay, it's ended on a cliffhanger, but I don't want it to end on a cliffhanger. But obviously if it does, it's not too big of a deal, but still, I just think it would be a lot better if it didn't. But anyway, Chapter 2 is going to be cool. I love the backgrounds as well, and some of the unsettling Ost is really, really well done too. I will see you guys next time.